Yerbanayan. Today we're talking about this web drama I watched yesterday. It's called Yen and the Money, or What's with Money, What's with These Kids. I don't know. According to Vicky, it's got 1,000 freaking names, so however you know it, the one with N and Hung Bin, that's what it is. Which is why I watched it in the first place, because they're in it. Which pretty much determines how I watch probably 90% of dramas. Like, if I recognize a name in it, I'll give it an honest chance. It has to seem interesting if I don't know anybody. Like Goblin. Before I knew, was in Goblin, I kind of wanted to see it because that sort of science fiction-y stuff is like right up my alley. So I was like, but I took a long time to actually watch it because nobody was sucking me in. And then I heard he was in it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, now we're going to put that on. Anyway, so this is my first web drama I've ever watched, which the fact that it was 6 episodes and they were like 15 minutes apiece kind of threw me. I was like, okay, well, how much are you going to get done in that amount of time? The answer, nothing. Nothing. It was a good show. I liked it. It hit on some, important things like obviously finance. That is important. People need to learn how to manage their money. And I think that's very important to teach high school kids because they're going to need it sooner than they think. And um, obviously, social status and how people equate that and money with personal worth. Like, whether you have money or not does not determine what kind of person you are, does not make you better or worse than anybody else. And the fact that Hong Bin, obviously his character's kind of like a jerk, but I kind of get it because his dad's a jerk and he's kind of trying to stick it to his dad in a lot of ways. I get it, but in the long run, that's just going to hurt him and not his dad. But kept throwing up to end how he's like an orphan. He's not an orphan. He has amnesia. There's a family somewhere. Okay? He doesn't know where, but there's one. There's one somewhere. And they're probably really concerned. But I feel like it's been so long, nobody put up a flyer or Facebook or something. Nobody's found this kid. He's like a teenage kid and nobody can find him. Okay. He was on a milk route when they hit him, so how far from home could he really have been that nobody's anyway. um but yeah, there was a lot yet not at the same time going on with this show. They threw financial facts in here and there, mostly from N. um there was a whole thing about Hung Bin having, like, I won't call it a problem, a predilection for gambling, uh which N comes to his rescue and then punches him in the face because of the orphan comment, which my inner Starlight died a little. And I had to remind myself it was a TV show and N did not really hit Bean in the face. I almost died for a minute. And then I laughed because N hit Bean in the face. But, like, nothing really happened. Like, what happened with that? Is there a season 2? Is there going to be a season 2? Do they do that with web dramas? I don't know. Somebody fill me in. Honestly, though, I feel like a lot happened, but nothing, and it's crazy. I don't know. It could have been. I could have been watching 3 different shows, good shows, but still 3 different shows. Like, does Hongbin ever get that money back he lost on that website? Beast, shut your beak. My god dog is barking. Um, sorry. Um, does Ed find his family? Does anybody know? I need to know. Do Chanmi and what's her face become friends again? There's so many, like, I always have questions at the end of dramas, like any drama. Some not as many as others. Some it's a laundry list. This one, how what happened? And then at the end, there's this, they were brought to this, I don't know, Illuminati inner sanctum chamber thing. And this dude, like, this dude pops up out of nowhere in a throne. And they're answering questions. And then, okay, yeah, so, and what's her face win? Cool. Kind of saw that coming. I did. But, does this guy have magical fucking powers? He poofs in, poofs out. Like, what is this? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I thought this was supposed to be about high school kids, which also is weird because they're all in their 20s and wearing uniforms and going to school. But I thought it was about high school kids learning about finances, which actually sounds really boring. Now that I'm talking about it, that sounds hella boring. You're watching kids go to financial high school. Sounds fun. It wasn't, but like I said, I watched it because of Anna Hungbin. I really 100% don't understand. Boram, is that her name? What's her face? Boram? Yeah, her family, everything gets taken, okay? And Hungbin, beast! Shut your beak! Oh my god! Oh my god, dogs. This is why I'm a cat person. That and a lot of things is why I'm a cat person. But, tried to stand up for her, tried to, I don't know, reason with his father, which is why he is the way he is. He's kind of a jerk. But he's not helping himself or anybody else by acting that way. He's really not. But I don't know. Maybe I missed something with the show. I don't know. Let me know if I'm the only person that feels like they watched a whole lot of nothing, and yet there was a lot but nothing, and none of it makes sense. And that dude that pops up I don't get it. Am I the only one that feels that way? Let me know. Because oh my god, I really want a season 2 because I have 10,000 questions, none of which were answered by the show. None of them at all. At all. Anyway, before this becomes a repetitive rant, I'm gonna go and shut the dog up. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.